Hello, welcome, okay, Couch, the best place to chew your friends and get your game goodness each and every Monday, usually. This week's episode, a bit different, but anyway, joining me, Ashley Hobley.
Hey, John, excited to be here. Post Gamescom, pre whatever comes next.
What does come next? Game of Year,
Panic
Game
Showcase?
Awards? Yeah, I guess Panic Showcase, sure. Yeah, I thought you meant like big one, but
Big one, yeah. PAX.
Yeah. PAX, pre-PAX. There you go.
Pre-PAX.
Only a couple weeks PAX.
Exciting times, but also somber times now. Seeing as we don't know what to drink anymore.
Wow. I mean, you may want to skip. Fuck it. I'll bring it forward. We'll talk about Gamescom in a minute. And we'll talk a little bit about the future game show. But first, since Ash wants to make it all sad up in here.
You said, we're only talking about Gamescom. So I went, I'll shoot horn it in here at the start.
Yeah, I mean, I had it, but I was just going to do it later. So, GGEs, Melbourne's first.
Isn't it GG Easy?
Easy?
Dead?
GGEs? Easy? I don't know. I've always said GGEs. Do people say easy?
Maybe that's the problem.
Fuck yeah, now. I've always said GGEs.
Sure. Honestly, I always just see the text.
Okay. It's because you've never played like any game. Like, you've never played a game where you would like write that, have you? Like, you've never got into any competitive PC game where you would be writing GGEs, would you?
No.
No. You know what it means, right?
Good game. Easy.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So, like, if you play like League of Legends, right, and then you smash your opponent, and you're like, all chat GG2Es and be an absolute cunt. You know, like, so. But yeah, GGEs or easy. I mean, if you say easy, it just sounds like the real word easy. I don't think I'm going GGEs. I have for them my whole life. Anyway, GGEs has announced that they are
whole life.
Yeah, my whole life, man. What are you talking about? GGEs has they're shutting their doors. I know we're making all these jokes. It's actually a sort of thing, but they shared the news on their official X account saying, "It is with sadness that we announce that this Friday, 25th of August, will be our last night. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to keep up the rising costs post-COVID, and so GGEs will be closing its doors this week. Thank you for your incredible 6 years of GGEs. Good luck, have fun." They came out of nowhere, hey?
It did, yeah. Like, obviously, I imagine behind the scenes this has been an option for a while, you would imagine. But for the kind of sudden, call it quits, I guess something pretty drastic must have happened, or
I feel like it must be a couple things. The rising cost of like rent and stuff like that
fucking
would have been a
landlords.
huge factor, I assume. Yeah, landlords. And you see all people complaining about, I mean, complaining rightfully, not like complaining, rightfully complaining about the rising costs of rent and stuff in big cities and stuff like that. And especially, a lot of people we know live in Melbourne. I assume it's no different for business owners. So I think that would be part. I wouldn't be surprised if another part was that the opening of
Fortress kind of split.
Fortress affected it a little bit. Yeah,
split the base.
Surely that played a part, but I would assume it was mostly the rising costs of everything, plus having to go through COVID. Like the fact they didn't shut down then and there,
impressive
during COVID is impressive. Yes. They did a t-shirt run to help support them, which I've got one. I wear it sometimes.
Okay.
Like during COVID, they did a t-shirt run, like to help support the bar, like when they couldn't be open and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, the fact that all these shops and stuff, bars and whatever, closed all around Australia, and Melbourne, obviously the most shut down country city in the world, right? It wasn't just Australia. I think it was the world. I think
maybe.
At least in Australia. So obviously that wouldn't affect it. But yeah, very, very, very weird. I mean, GG's opened in 2017. It's been a fixture for any time there's a major gaming event on in Melbourne. Everyone's visiting it. Very weird. Very, very weird to think that we'll be going to PAX. We both of us travel to Melbourne for PAX and other things, if they happen. And the idea that GGEs isn't there as an option to head to, it's like, well, that's fucking weird,
Yeah, many a night
very
ended
odd.
up there. It's like, where are we going to go? Let's just go there. And now it's not an option.
A lot of people put up a news post, grabbed a bunch of people's zeets. A lot of people, especially sharing their memories and stuff from the bar. Yep. Definitely became a fixture for the content creation Twitch community in Melbourne. So, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but like I do think it's a fact that, at least from my point of view, and it may be different because obviously, as I said, I only went there a couple times a year. That place, at least from what I gathered, turned into way more of a gathering point for like Twitch streamers and content creators than it was a esports bar. At least from what I saw. You kind of forget that it was pitched as, hey, there's screens, come watch, esports. It sort of just become a hangout bar and stuff. And most of the time I'd see events happening there. It was for Twitch stuff and whatever. So again, not saying it's a bad thing, just whatever was getting bums and seats buying drinks and food. So ultimately, who cares?
Yep. So sad to see we'll also have to retire the bathroom selfie this weekend. So no more bathroom selfies ever again.
Crazy. What bathroom do girls take pictures in there?
I just don't.
Just don't
have to do it in normal.
I don't say boys because I told you I went in there once trying to take a selfie in there, and the boys' toilets in that place just mediocre. Didn't have the same as the girls. So real letdown. Real letdown. Maybe that's why
they had charged. If they had a charge for, if they had like a bathroom selfie booth,
yeah,
like you put in a $5 to take a photo for you. I don't know. Yeah.
Sad.
There's still time.
I don't think there is.
This is going out. You're releasing this like tomorrow, right? Friday.
Yeah. So the day they're closing.
Yeah, they can reverse. They hear this idea. And we go, fuck. We've
That's it. Doors back open. I don't think that's how that works, but
no.
Anyway, sad to see GGEs go. I don't know where else I'll be able to make fun of Buddy for not knowing what was the character he didn't know? Harry Potter? I don't know. Can't remember now. Anyway, it was a moment in history.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about Gamescom. Gamescom opening night live happened. Yes. Yeah. No.
Yep.
Yeah. Wednesday morning, 4 a.m. Stupid time. Woke up for it. You did not, I assume, or did you?
No.
Yeah, that's right. Woke up for it, 4 a.m. Stupid time. Watched it. It was all right. I would give it a solid. It was a Gamescom. It was a solid. It was Gamescom. Jeff, I don't feel like there was any overselling of this. It was just he said, "Hey, we're gonna."
It came out beforehand and like set expectations.
Yeah, he was like, "There's no big reveals. It's just updates on games that you already know about and whatever else." And every year, that's sort of what Gamescom is. And I honestly don't mind because I feel like it sort of helps pace the other two major shows down. He's got like Summer Game Fest, big announcements, opening night live, updates on games he's talked about,
updates from games from Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, and then Game Awards, they announce about shit that's not coming out for like 5-10 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a good structure for his shows. What do you think of this year's Gaming Live?
Yeah, solids. Lots of updates. Lots of devs. Obviously, he heard all the criticisms from Summer Games Fest. A lot of women on stage. Not just presenters and stuff, but actual devs are there as well. But yeah, it was solid. It wasn't, I wasn't yawning or bored at any point. Like, even though every single game was not necessarily for me.
I was, because it was 4 a.m., but anyway.
Yeah, if you're watching it at a normal time. Not a savage, But yeah, solid. Opening night live, It definitely has its own flavor at this point.
All right. let's run through what happened. Oh, actually, first.
Actually, the other thing, obviously, the interruption. Well, not.
Yep.
Having to
Bill
have
Clinton
the
wants
Gamescom
to play
elements.
GTA 6.
I wasn't even talking about that. That was, I mean, right off the top, like Jeff did his best to like.
You could tell in his face, he wanted to punch him.
He wanted to do the,
You could tell he was more
do the
like
Sam Kerr like shoulder
yeah,
shot.
yeah. just like back into it, back into it, shoulder in,
Yeah. No, I was talking more the jump crosses to the co-host in quotation.
Right,
marks.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, which was just like the Gamescom.
That's definitely a
Gamescom
Gamescom mandate.
That's a necessary evil.
Yeah. I think one thing about opening live people forget is this isn't Jeff's baby, unlike the other two shows.
He's just
This is a show he's hired to do. And he does it with his team, sure, but there's a lot of Gamescom mandation for some of these parts, including...
This is the one for them.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
Right, Red with Starfield. It's both music and a
live action short.
Cool.
Yeah. It's hard to believe that's like a week away.
Yeah, actually, it is a week away. I was just thinking for a second. I was like, wait, this is a week away. Yeah, crazy. I mean, people are playing it now, as we've talked about. I put an article here. Spoilers are everywhere at the moment, apparently. From what I keep seeing articles and people that are actually playing the game, hey, spoilers everywhere. People leaking stuff left, right, and center, apparently. So
this NDA is not very strong, apparently.
Yeah, this NDA is not tight at all.
Yeah, because the people you want to screw with on an NDA is Microsoft, No power whatsoever. I'm sure there'd be no repercussions.
By the way, following on from last week, I just remembered. I found after recording last week, I did eventually. I saw the idiot that tweeted that original Starfield menu screen tweet.
Yeah,
the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
You hadn't seen the original tweet.
I hadn't seen it until after recording. Fucking idiot. What a absolute turd sandwich. And that guy's used to be a developer.
Yeah.
What a fuck knuckle. Anyway. Little Nightmares 3 was announced. The interesting thing about this one, again, it's on a 2.5D world. I've never played any of these. I always wanted to, never get around to them. No. Anyway, the interesting one for this is it's actually being developed by Supermassive Games. Not the team, the developer, I can't remember their name.
The original devs, they pretty much said they're going to do their own thing.
Yeah, going to do their own thing. So Supermassive took over this. Bandai Namco, of course, owns the IP and they're still publishing it. So that's how that works. Still looks very much like Little Nightmares, but this one will have a full co-op that you can play online. So that's pretty cool, I think. But otherwise, it just looks like more Little Nightmares. I think it's a bad thing, but cool. They also announced a podcast series. So
Ooh.
Everyone's trying to do a podcast now. Everyone thinks it's so easy.
Yeah.
Just click record and talk, apparently.
No, but to be fair, this is a scripted.
Scripted even easier.
Trying to hone in on our Tales of Talon market.
Are they allowed to release those? Is that a SAG-AFTRA?
I don't think podcasts count.
How about if they're scripted?
There's no union for podcasts.
Who wrote it?
Wouldn't it technically fall under audio?
I guess so.
I think we've had this discussion.
Let's start the union.
We've had this discussion before, because like audiobooks and like that kind of stuff.
That's a good point. Yeah, good point. Black Myth Wukong got a new trailer. So, of course, fast-paced combat showing off in this looks as good as every other time I think we're seeing a trailer for this game, based on Journey to the West. Probably my least favorite trailer for it still. I mean, it's a cool trailer, but I think all the ones we saw like a year ago. Really disappointed no release date or even release window. I really thought that was the one thing I sort of maybe set myself up for disappointment with, is when Jeff announced that this game, like on his little logo, said that this was going to be there. I'm like, release season? Like summer or, like something like that. But nothing.
Apparently back in January, they said it's going to be summer 2024. So
why the fuck wasn't that at the end of the trailer then?
Just give themselves more wiggle room.
Sure. I was like, damn.
But yeah, it was crazy when it's like, they showed this off 3 years ago. It became super viral. I'm like, what? That was 3 years ago?
Yeah.
We still haven't got it. No.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Killing Floor
it's great.
3 was announced. Zombies, I think. I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
Experimented on zombies or something. Bit weird, but cool. I mean, I've played Killing Floor 2. It's fun, but I'm not like a big person in franchise or anything. Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition. Shadow dropped. Xbox. It's out now. Not really where I'd love to play Age of Empires, but cool for people that want to and don't have an option, I guess. I did, by the way, I wrote up a secondary news piece to this. Confirmed, I was talking about Baldur's Gate and Platinum Explosion.
Yes.
So this game, they say 100% plug a mouse and keyboard into your Xbox. You have the full PC experience on your Xbox if that's how you want to do it. So, maybe that's how Baldur's Gate works. Zack Snyder showed up because reasons. Debut trailer for...
Because he is a mad gamer.
He's a mad gamer, yeah. Showed a trailer for Rebel Moon, his upcoming original IP world thing. Trailer says release dates of Part 1, December, Part 2, April next year. Also teased the game, apparently coming out. I don't know. It sounds like they haven't even started developing it, to be honest.
What did I hear? It's
sounds like a mobile game. I'm not saying that in a derogatory way, but it sounds like it was a tie-in. Like a Netflix game.
Super Evil Megacorp it's developing a
and I think they said it'll be a Netflix exclusive, which basically means mobile game.
Yeah. Well, unless they're going to super push for the thingamajig, for having it on TVs and like with the controller and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Doubt it.
I'm pretty sure they did it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. That's the
did they?
Apple TV one.
I like that game.
Yeah, they did that game. So
okay, so might be alright then.
Yeah,
I like that game. Yeah, I mean it's not as good as Hades or anything, but
yeah. So they just stick the Rebel Moon skin on it. Done.
We should be developers. We should just make the games. Like, how easy is it?
It's all right.
Ridiculous. Especially with AI, you just say that to a thing and it does it for you. Done. All right. Easy peasy.
Hey, did you have Chat GPT to do this?
Yeah, pretty much. Do you say, side note, I'm just going to get this out here because it doesn't come up in here anywhere. And also, Zach Jackson's listening. I just want him to know he's wrong. So they announced they're doing a remake of Broken
Age.
Yeah, no,
Broken
Sword. Fuck. So they're doing a new Broken Sword game, and they announced they're doing a remake. And of course, reaction should be, how the fuck are they doing that? We know from the last one they made, it's a dev of like 2 people or whatever it is. Polygon has an article up, interview with the people doing it, person doing it, whatever, one of 6 people, whatever it is. Fucking AI. They're like, there's literally a part, it angered me so much, but there's a part where the person's like, the head dev or whatever is like, if we wanted to hand animate and redo all these parts, we would have to pay someone like $20,000 a year. And I'm like, yeah, that's how people get jobs. like,
I don't know. Like, because I'm pretty sure Spider-Verse, that like use some AI in that. Like, you get the key emotions, but then the individual couple of frames in between, the AI fills. So if they're doing something like that,
well, no, they're just going to use AI to,
or they're just using AI to up-res it. That's it.
Like redo, all of the.
They're sticking it in Handbrake. They're putting all the settings
basically.
up.
From what it sounded like, yeah. But it was just the line of like, how good is it that I don't need to pay anyone anymore? It's just that mentality there that annoys me. And I understand that maybe you could be like, yeah, but this for the small team and they can't afford it. I'm like, okay, I get it. But like, it's still the mentality of AI. This AI thing's cool because it means I don't have to pay anyone. And I'm like, cool. So like 10 years from now, who the fuck has jobs in video games or movies? Or, like it's this mentality. And I think it annoys me even more because we talk about and cover, obviously, more than just games. So like I see shit like that and I go, cool, that's exactly what they're on strike for. Like, why would I pay someone to write a movie? If I could just put it in a fucking AI program, it'll save me $20,000 a year. Fucking hell. Ridiculous. You find the article I was talking about? I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
It was Polygon, right?
Called?
I wasn't.
Yeah, Polygon Broken Sword devs simply couldn't afford to remake it without using AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find the line I was talking about? No.
Nope. Let me see. Maybe down the bottom.
I thought it was like halfway through it, but I mean, it doesn't matter. What I don't feel like I've misquoted, other than saying the amount, which I can't remember. But I don't think that's important. It's like whatever they said. Like, they would have to pay someone next. They're just pulling numbers out of their ass anyway. Anyway, next game, Crimson Desert. What'd you think of this one? I thought it looked pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, it was like probably the one that made the most impression. Or it felt like it just got crazier as it went along. All of a sudden, it's freaking Zelda Breath of Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep, falling from the sky.
Jumping all over the place.
Yep, sky buildings and stuff.
It was Witcher cross with Zelda.
Yep. Doing a hot air balloon at one point.
Pushing people off. I know.
And this is the game, I can't remember what game it was, but this is the game that started as a prequel to whatever, some MMO. I can't remember what they were. Because they announced this like a couple of years ago. And every time.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely been around for a while. It's from the Black Desert devs.
There we go. Black Desert. That's it.
Yeah, originally planned as a prequel to Black Desert Online.
Yeah.
But the development of the game eventually transformed into something else in the game, changed to a single-player game set in the same universe.
Yeah, at some stage they were like, we got so much shit in this game. Like, I don't think we can make this work as an MMO.
Yeah. But the world from this trailer, the world looks so big. It's like, how's this not an MMO? Yeah,
well, it's just a massive single-player game. So, crazy.
So it just looks too big, really.
It does. I mean, it's honestly, it's one of those things where I go, this looks cool. And then I go, when am I fucking going to play this shit? Like, I can't finish a fucking 4-hour game these days. Fucking 100-hour RPG. Payday 3 got a trailer. Ice-T. You know what I know about real fucking heist, man. He knows, Ash. About real fucking heist.
He does, I assume.
He's an OG.
He's the real Lupin.
Yeah, maybe.
You'll never suspect Ice-T taking that ice. And by ice, I mean diamonds.
Oh, dear. I mean, Payday 3 looks cool still. I'm keen to play this.
I mean, yeah, this was a better trailer than the last time we saw it, where it was like hey, do you want to play Payday? It's a first-person shooter. This one, at least they're sneaking around. They have kind of objectives. They're talking about, like, you need to get the package out or whatever because it will slowly decrease in value. That kind of stuff. So, definitely leading into the more Payday, like, heist elements. That
I feel like
unique.
The first trailer showed guns blazing, shit's gone wrong trailer.
Yeah.
This one, they're like, hey, you can do this stealthy. But you can still do the same mission crazy if you want. Like, that's the thing with Payday.
Yeah.
And any of the heists, you can usually have multiple ways to take it on. So, but yeah, Ice-T is playing a character, has a celebrity cameo as this character. He's doing this one mission and whatever else. Payday 2 had a bunch of celebrity missions, so I expect that to continue over the course of Payday 3's life cycle, which is probably going to be a very long time. Payday 2 had a fuck ton of DLCs and stuff, so I expect this to be going a while. We then got a new trailer for Assassin's Creed Mirage, all in Arabic, which is pretty cool. I thought, like, committed, just show a trailer, like, hey, you can play the whole game this way, which is, authentic and cool to see. So, trailer was fine, didn't really show much, but it was just like the trailer's basically showing off the voice option, I guess. So, but it's pretty cool, pretty cool. Tekken 8 got a trailer. It's got a new arcade quest mode. It's very weird. You get to customize all chibi characters, and then you go up to an arcade machine and you play Tekken against someone else who's using an arcade machine, but you're not actually using an arcade machine because you're playing at home and
it's Street Fighter 6, except chibi characters instead of your avatars.
It's like cool. Coming out January 26th, 2024.
Smart
release date. There you go.
To like move itself so far out of the way of
all the shit that's going on towards the end of this
year. Make sure they're 2024, so then they're in the 24 Game of the Year fighting game category. Don't release this year when you're up against Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Smart, yeah, true. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 got a 9-minute gameplay demo. It was pretty fucking boring.
They didn't really showcase any of the things they were talking about.
No, they come out. He's like,
adaptive and
you're gonna have all these options for the first time. We got fucking choose to play the mission however you want. So we're gonna show you 9 minutes of what looks like any other Call of Duty game.
This is the exact same mission you played every other campaign.
Yeah, I was like, cool. It looks like Call of Duty. It's pretty cool, guys. So, I mean, everything they talked about sounded cool. Like,
yeah.
Everything they showed was nothing what they were talking about, but good for them, I guess. Comes out November 10th. Nightingale got a trailer, release date trailer. It's a third person. I don't even know what the fuck action adventure game taking on like mythical monsters and shit. Looks pretty cool. I've never seen it before, but it's pretty wild. Jumping up, shooting an umbrella.
Yeah.
Wild. Taking on wild monsters and shit. Actually, who's the dev of this? Because I swear the dev's someone of note. I'm trying to remember who it is now. Did you find it? Well, maybe it's not. If it's not the actual team, it's like someone.
Inflection Games?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That's what it says on the. Projects.
Inflection Games. Yeah, okay. They done nothing. Cool. But it was like, I remember when this game was announced, there was a reason I was like, hey, that's a team I should care about. Maybe not. About Us. Let's see. No, it doesn't say shit. Whatever. Moving on. Fuck, what was I? Grand Blue Fantasy Relink got a trailer and release date February 1st, 2024. This is the Grand Blue game that's an RPG.
So CEO of Inflection Games is Aaron Flynn. Is that important? From Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Star Wars: Old Republic, obviously from BioWare.
Yeah, that must be it.
Yeah,
that must be it. I remember when it was announced, I was like, "There's someone important, Yeah. Grand Blue
Tencent, apparently.
Yeah, of course. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink looks pretty cool. Looks like a anime RPG.
Yep.
Good for them. Mortals of Avium got a launch trailer. Game is out now. Got pretty decent reviews, I thought.
It's got some would say it has a quality critic score of 8.5.
We do a quality critic score for this?
I have not put the article together yet, but I've got the scores.
Right, okay. I was like, I didn't see this. Was it 8.5?
8.5.
That's pretty fucking good.
From 6 reviews. So
that's pretty good. What's the highest? Have we got that?
9.5 from Maxi Geek.
Okay. What's the lowest?
Lowest is 8 from Survivor.
A lowest is an 8.
And 4 from Game Hub. So
yeah, that's
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Yeah. So
yeah,
pretty cool. I doubt I'm going to get around to playing it, but I'm sort of feeling justified because every time we talked about it, I was like, oh, I think it looks all right.
Yeah.
So, once again, trust what I say.
It's just unfortunate it's releasing this week where another
week maybe I've got a bit more time, a bit more,
attention. Yeah.
A bit more attention to give to it or something like that. But yeah. So, Mihoyo, or however you say it, Universe. Is that how you say it? Mihoyo Universe? I don't know.
Sure, I don't.
The developer behind what's that? Genshin Impact and shit.
Genshin Impact, yes.
Yep. So they had a little segment here. They talked about PS5 test coming to Honkai Star Rail August 23rd. That happened. Was happening now, whatever. And then Zenless Zone Zero got a trailer. I don't know. All these games blend together for me.
Mm-hmm.
None of us play Genshin Impact.
No.
My brother lives and breathes that shit, though.
Really?
Yeah. Lives and breathes it. He'll be playing it on his phone with family. And then go home, play it on TV.
Okay.
Phone TV. Fucking
Non-stop.
lives it. Yep. Can't stop. Won't stop. Lords of the Fallen got a trailer. New trailer. Releasing October 13th. Pretty cool. Pretty creepy trailer. Just, I don't know. Nothing super great or anything, but yeah. Decent trailer. Sonic Superstars got a release date and a new trailer here, of course. Shows off the co-op and stuff like that. Interestingly, they decided to release it October 17th, which is 3 days. Sorry, no. Yeah, October 17th, 3 days ahead of Super Mario Wonder. That's a choice.
You know, that is a choice.
Mario and Sonic at the October games. I don't know why. I feel like that's a terrible choice, if I'm being honest. Like, do you really think?
Definitely.
Do they really think that this is a good decision?
Probably not.
Just accept that Mario is more popular than Sonic. I'm pretty sure we decided that like 20 years ago, and it just like understand that people still would like to play this. Like, I think this Sonic game looks pretty cool, but
yeah,
3 days before Mario.
No, mate.
No, that's not a thing. It's not happening. Idiotic. Sonic Frontiers got a new trailer as well for DLC coming up. Going to add new story, playable characters, and new challenges. So they're adding it in this DLC update, so you can play as Knuckles, Amy, and Tails. Which I was like, all right, it's cool. I'm surprised how much support this game has got, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Under the Waves got a launch trailer. It's coming out August 29th. So this is the, you're deep in the sea narrative adventure game being published by Quantic Dream. Fort Solis got a launch trailer, I guess. Yeah, launch trailer. This is a game starring Troy Baker, Roger Clark, and Julia Brown.
Another game that I was very surprised is coming out.
Yeah, I honestly, even as someone who had mild interest in this, they came on stage and they were like, the game's out now. And I went, what is it? And I opened up another tab, Googled it, and saw reviews. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Cool.
I haven't got a quality critic.
Yeah, I was like, A, don't know where that came from. B, feel really bad because I run a gaming website and I didn't realize this game was out at all. And C, got mixed reviews.
Mixed reviews, okay.
Yeah. I think the takeaway from what I said was apparently it's only like 4 hours long, which I'm like, okay, that's good. I'll take that. But from what I could see, the reviews were story good, gameplay, like, so.
Okay. It's like $32 on Steam.
Yeah, that would add up, I guess.
Also mixed reviews there.
Surprised it's not in Game Pass, so there you go. Expeditions of Mudrunner.
Back themselves is going to be good. Massive hit,
Massive hit, you say? Massive hit.
No, that's the studio backing themselves into believing it's going to be.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Rather than taking the easy money of Game Pass.
Yeah, fair.
And then seeing all these players play it for no money.
Expositions of Mudrunner game. Cool.
Yep. Have you ever wanted to use a winch?
You got two options. This game or Uncharted 4. Oh, no, wait. 3 options. This game, Uncharted 4, or Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Oh.
Done.
Yeah. This one also, you can use a metal detector.
Fuck. This one wins then.
Yeah. Uncharted would be much better with the metal detector. His job would be much easier if he had a metal detector.
It'd be a lot better. He'd find more treasure than going around with those guns, I'll tell you that. So, not going to find much treasure that way. Lara Croft could tell you that much.
Mm.
The Crew Motorfest trailer. They announced that it's going to have a free 5-hour trial available a few days after launch, which is on September 14th. I think this game looks obviously like Forza Horizon. The thing that I find off about this game is that you're driving around Ahoye. I'm probably murdering that fucking name, but a Hawaiian island.
At the moment,
is it weird that
interesting timing?
Yeah, it's weird, right? It's just feels weird, right?
A little bit. You know, they could have at least come out and said, "Hey, we're donating some money too."
Yeah.
No, let's exploit these islands for all the money.
Yeah, I mean, it would be weird. I'd still be like a driving game where you're just like destroying those islands. Weird enough, let alone what's happening with the fires.
Destroying it; they're just driving on the roads.
Yeah, if you stick to the roads, Ash. If you stick to the roads. Does
this game look like one that has damage? I don't think they've damaged physics. I don't think so.
We'll see. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty got a trailer and news about the 2.0 update, which is coming to the full game. The 2.0 update is going to add vehicle combat and mounted weaponry, revamp police system, combat AI overhaul, endless dynamic events and missions, redesign cyberware and perks, all new relic skill tree and abilities, increased level cap, 100 plus new items, weapons, cyberware, and fashion. That's all free, and then the DLC Phantom Liberty obviously costs money. I don't know. Is this cool? I don't know. You played the game, right?
I guess, it's been 2 years, I think, since it came out. So
it's been a while.
Yeah. It's good that all these updates that were for Phantom Liberty are also coming to the base game. So even if you don't buy the DLC, you'll have an improved game. The thing that made me laugh is like, now you could shoot out the window of your car. I'm like, what? You couldn't do that before?
Yeah, and I was thinking that too, but I'm like, I haven't played it, so maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah.
But, I was like, really? Okay. Yeah, I know. I've seen, like, obviously, like, shout out to Michael in our Discord being like, yeah, this is his most anticipated thing behind Spider-Man. I'm like, I still haven't even fucking played the game. Watching this doesn't even make me care still. I still don't care. I still just can't care. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Don't have it in me. Don't care. Stormgate, RTS inspired by classics like Commander Conquer. Getting musical advice from the Chainsmokers. Yep. The UN Environment Program came out. Xbox won the award for the studio working the most to reach, green, reduce their emissions and stuff. And I think that's fair. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, they announced that they put out an update for the Xbox that changed how its power works. And
they've got like a recycled controllers coming out.
Yeah. So, I don't think anyone could argue with that. I thought it was cool how Phil came out and accepted it to make it. I don't say I don't want to say legitimize it because obviously the UN Environment Program is a legitimate thing. But for the people in the audience and the people watching, like something people would care more if Phil Spencer accepted it rather than some random person that they didn't know.
Microsoft,
yeah. Lost Epoch got a trailer announcing new Rune Master class. The game is currently in early access. There's apparently 100 plus different skills in the game. This is adding a bunch more. I don't know anything about this game, but cool for people who like skills. Marvel Snap got a wild cinematic trailer to announce that it is out now on PC officially. It was in early access, and basically the early access version was just the mobile version of the game, but you can play it in Steam. Now it's got the proper full widescreen UI and everything like that.
I just installed it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start the game, that's where the cinematic show plays. So that's what it's from.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
It looked pretty good. Did you play any games? I played a couple of day after the show to test it out. Pretty cool. Like playing it in like the having it moves the we're just taking it full screen or whatever. Having both the amount of energy in your bottom left, then you've got your actual snap counter on the right. Being able to see the cards larger just makes it some of that beautiful art. Like
I think like there are certain things that like I think the mobile version does look
playing on mobile.
Hovering over the cards is super good and that kind of stuff. Yeah, playing the actual matches is better on mobile. If you want to build your deck.
Yeah. Or just appreciate the art.
Yes.
The collection part of the game.
This is the one.
PC version is the one. 100%. Even on the main menu where it has like the just like being able to see your dailies and season pass
really
and
nice
like all that, it looks really
side.
nice. So it does look really nice. It's like that level of they didn't need to do anything crazy. It's just it looks nice. It runs well. It's great. Cool. Happy.
You need to log in every single day.
Yep.
Doing several day giveaways.
Yeah.
For the PC launch.
Marvel Snap's still a great game wherever you play it, but if you'd prefer to play it with mouse keyboard or not even the keyboard, just a mouse and enjoy the artwork, I can on your PC. I can appreciate that. I mean, the argument may be, Dylan, I've been playing it on my iPad Pro 12-inch the entire time. I'm like, good for you, dude. Good for you. Good for you. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon got a launch trailer. Sure looked like an Armored Core trailer. Do you have a quality critics for this one?
Yes, it is currently sitting at a 9.
Really?
From 7 scored reviews.
Who didn't score it?
Kotaku.
Fucking Kotaku.
Who
reviewed it? Who reviewed it over there?
David Smith.
Oh, that guy. Him and his Formula One.
Doesn't want numbers.
Doesn't want numbers over there. Outrageous. No, yeah. I mean, all the reviews have been.
Oh no, that's from 8 scored reviews. Sorry.
Okay, there you go. So that's pretty good.
My math.
So what's the highest? 10?
Yeah. Game Hub gave it 5 out of 5, and Player 2 gave it an A.
Well, not an A+?
The lowest, no, just an A.
Lowest?
Which according to our scoring is also 10.
Fair enough.
Power Up Gaming gave it a 7.5.
Well, that's it. That means it goes to be terrible. 7.5.
So.
Well, put it in the bin. Get away with it. So I read some of the reviews, and after being mildly interested in the game, from what I can gather, the game is around the difficulty level of Sekiro, and I said, ha! Nah.
No, you need to start it and then release a video. How might feel of Armored Core. Yeah. I read a couple of reviews, press start, they didn't love the story, thought it was pretty basic. And apparently it's on the shorter side, which may appeal to some people. But the combat and the controlling of the actual mechs feels really good, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, shorter side's fine. You just got to be able to beat the fucking boss battles. So,
well, yeah, shorter side if you're good.
If you're good at the game. Otherwise, it may take you 100, 200 hours. So,
yeah.
It's debatable. But yeah, no, it looks cool. Glad for the people who are a fan of the franchise and everything like that. But I'm going to say no on Armored Core. Sorry. Warhaven. Yes, that's where I'm up to. Warhaven got a trailer. This game gets a million trailers at every show for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's in early access from September 21st. Mortal Kombat 1 got a new story trailer showing Shao Kahn and Raiden and other people, I don't know, doing stuff. I don't really understand Mortal Kombat.
Combat tournament, whatever it's called.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I know that this is like one of the most it's so funny. Like this is one of the most talked about, hyped up trailers or moments that people went for, and still I'm looking in the Twitch comments and people like yawn just enough Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, you know what?
That's what you wanted, you son of a bitch.
I was like, that's how I feel, but I don't care about this franchise. But I thought this is what you motherfuckers wanted. I don't get it.
Not pleasing some people.
No pleasing. Ara, History Untold. This sim game apparently is covering every age of history. It looked like based on trailer. I don't really know. It looked hardcore though, so not for me. I don't know. Is this something you'd play? It looks like something you might play.
Maybe. Depends on how hardcore it is, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there's like moments where you're like picking, characters and
yeah, it feels like it looks like a Civ so Civilization.
Diablo 4 Season of Blood was announced. This is the second season, even though the first season's happening right now. And you get vampire powers or some shit like that. They brought who'd they bring out on stage? I forgot. Someone.
Yeah, the actress. Gemma Chan from
Gemma Chan. That's it.
The Eternals.
From the Eternals. Yep, that's a good one. Good pull. She voices the character. She come out. She said, "I've always loved and appreciated video games. I'd love for celebrity ones just to come out and be like,
I hated this.
I hate games, but you know what?
Paycheck. This actor strike is going on. For
yeah,
longer
and you know what?
I thought.
Yeah. And I can apparently act in this and come out and promote it, and it's not against SAG-AFTRA. Because video games don't have fucking unions. Video game voice actors, no union. I can do what I want. Yep. Dustbound got a trailer. It says reveal trailer. That's not true. This game was revealed like a year ago because I've been waiting for more news on it. But anyway, because it's from Red Thread Games, and I like I had a few problems with it, but I like their last game, the island one. What the fuck's it called? Hold on, I'll find Dragon. That's it, Dragon. I like their last game, and then this was announced, I think, at the Future Game Show or something last year. One of those sort of shows.
Something that was released there.
So I was surprised to see it show up in this. I was honestly expecting a trailer in the Future Game Show, but no. Anyway, it's a game where you're like playing as this band, touring around. Words are your weapons. Sort of. I remember the first time seeing it, that sort of reminded me of Route 96 combined with like a fighting game. So I don't know. I'm keen for it. I'm intrigued. So, thank goodness you're here. Which is really weird to announce this game when I'm watching Thank God You're Here every week at the moment.
Yeah.
Very weird, but shout out to that show. Very funny episode last night. Weird looking game. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what it is about. It looks like a WarioWare type mini game thing. I don't understand. However, I very much want to understand, and we'll find out more because Panic, as we mentioned at the top end of the show, has a showcase coming up on August 30th, and this is being published by them. And in a press release released after the show, they did confirm that, yes, you'll find out more about Thank Goodness You're Here during the Panic showcase. So, I don't know. What do you think of this? Other than it looks like an acid trip.
Yeah. I don't know. It's about a little guy, short guy. I don't know. Is that what it is?
I don't know. Don't ask me. Just tell me.
Seem to be you control a little dude doing different things.
Yeah. Lots of weird things.
Okay. It looks like it's Untitled Goose Game, but you play a little dude instead of an abusive goose.
Sure. Why not? Following the success of that. You're now a little dude.
Yep.
They should call it Untitled Little Dude Game. Fuck it. And then the show ended with a trailer for Alan Wake 2. As I said, this time focusing all on Alan Wake. Now, I'm really glad, not glad that Kieran didn't take that bet, because he's an idiot. And this is why he's not here. Remember last week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they'll show a trailer for Alan Wake. What they got left to show for that? And I was like, they'll have a whole trailer on Alan Wake, because last time it was on the cop lady. He was like, no, that's stupid. They won't do that.
No, nobody wants to see
Alan Wake in the Alan Wake game. Ooh.
No.
Sorry, guys, I can't come record. I didn't watch Gamescom. Yeah, you did. You watched it right to the end and realized you were wrong. And then you didn't decide to show up.
Wow, revealing all the secrets.
Got him. Got him. It was cool. Alan Wake trailer. This time the trailer mostly focused on the blending of the live action and the actual the game parts. So pretty cool. I know you don't care about the game, but what do you think of the trailer?
I don't care. You okay? I wasn't paying attention.
That adds up. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, let's go a little bit over the Future Game Show. So you didn't watch this, I did. I will stop and tell you about things that I thought looked kind of cool. I'll try not to stop too much because this, like they always do, had about 50 fucking trailers in the thing. So
I believe it had so many trailers that Squarespace struggled with all the trailers.
Ash might have heard me complaining pre-show about this fucking website struggling to put all the YouTube videos in. Nonetheless, I do it. I do it for you, dear listeners, readers. I do it for you.
See, I want to know how Troy Baker was able to host a show with Erika Ishii at the same time.
No, well, no. So here's my story. It was on this morning, not last night. And I don't understand because I went back and I found the original picture I had saved for the thumbnail, and it had the wrong date on it. However, they updated them all. Now, to add more to this plot, a developer, and I'm not naming names, sent through a press release for a game at the time it would have been revealed if it happened at the correct day, saying, hey, this game, blah, 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 blah. About an hour later, another email. Oh, shit, my bad. That's not happening until tomorrow. Can you please not reveal any of that? et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I was like, had this email been queued up and they didn't take it off auto scheduling, and I, like, did the Future Game Show at the last second realize, because
we thought, we thought it was the day before, because of German times.
German times, yeah. So anyway, yeah, it happened 24 hours later. They moved it a whole day.
Okay.
Same time, 4 a.m. this morning, Thursday.
So Troy Baker took a very early flight.
Took a very early flight, and yeah, film to wherever they record this. So yeah, hosted by Troy Baker and Erika Ishii. They had good banter between themselves. I enjoyed it. It's a bit corny, but I enjoyed it. Some people in the chat hated it, but that's it kept it lively. It was fun.
Future Game Show is always quite corny.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. They know they're down for fun. Lots of Stray Gods jokes and stuff because both are in Stray Gods, obviously. So
yeah.
There was some good bits there. Erika Ishii is apparently either very small or Troy Baker's very tall. I can't figure it out, but yeah. That was all I took away. I was like, used to it, just
not compatible size.
Yeah. Stop Dead was the first game announced. This one was it reminded. I want to shout out because it kind of reminded me of what the fuck's the VR game? The fucking Super Hot. Yeah, Super Hot. But it's like I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Like running super fast down highways and then like you can't stop, or else you'll die apparently. And I don't know, you're like you don't actually hold your gun. You're like holding it between web fingers. It's very weird looking.
Seems like you're telekinesing it.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I can't remember. But I was like, that's cool. What else do we have down here? Eto Night got another trailer. They announced that the game's actually been moved forward, release date wise, and now will release on September 12th. So PC, PlayStation, Xbox, get excited for the dungeon crawling, anime, dating,
raping, dating
end of the world game, Eto Nights, when it comes out September 12th now. So that's pretty cool. Parcel Corp's got a new trailer. So we liked this one last it was shown. There was another good trailer. Showed a little bit of gameplay, like showing how you can like skid under bikes and wall run and whatever, all sorts of wild stuff. But it also had a live action element, like the last one with the dude on the bike and trying to teach someone to be a parcel driver, and then the trailer ends up them apparently driving off and getting hit by traffic. So
was it Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
No, it wasn't. But shout out to
it. Was a Premium Rush time.
Yeah, good movie. Was it Whoopi Goldberg? No.
Hope it was.
No, it was Queen Latifah. That's it. It was Queen Latifah. I just remembered. Queen Latifah. Right? That's the answer, isn't it?
No.
No, in the movie Taxi, right?
Oh, Taxi. I said Premium Rush.
Right, Premium Rush. Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah.
Where is the bike passenger?
Yeah, I can't remember who else is in that movie at all. I'm sorry. Who else is in that movie?
Michael Shannon.
Yeah, close. Whoopi Goldberg, Queen Latifah, Michael Shannon.
Moving on.
RoboCop Rogue City got a new trailer. I think this game looks so bad but so good at the same time. It's very 80s, slow moving. It's so weird. Like to get the RoboCop gameplay and aesthetic right, it looks like he's like whenever in the first person he moves slowly and everything, which makes sense because that's how he shoots and everything in the game. RoboCop. But it just seems weird gameplay wise. I appreciate that they do have in the trailer you're like investigating scenes and like actually doing detective work at the same time. So I don't know. This looks like it could be fun for if you like the movies, which I like the movies. So maybe. What else do we get here? Scroll. So Tavern Keeper was announced. I thought this looked pretty cool. From the creators of Game Dev Tycoon. So this is it was only an animated trailer, no gameplay or anything shown, but you can imagine Game Dev Tycoon. It's in a tavern. There's orcs and barbarians and your typical sort of D&D fantasy creatures and characters, and I guess you're running the tavern. It sounds pretty cool to me. It's got a dev that people like. It's a successful Game Dev Tycoon. So as you just heard, Ash, he hasn't watched the show, and his reaction was, "Ooh!" So I mean, that's I feel the reaction to that.
Yeah.
The next one after this, I never heard this game at all, and I don't recall seeing it anywhere. And maybe I have, and I forgot. But there's this game show called Axolotl. The weirdest fucking name ever. And the trailer starts, you're like, oh, this is a pretty cute weird looking character. Next second, it's fucking going crazy with top down twin stick shooter against like mooses and wild animals. And I was like, man, this game looks absolutely wild. I'm down. It's coming out
We've
September.
definitely seen this before.
I mean, I couldn't remember it, but I was like, this looks cool. September 14th, PC, consoles as well. So I don't know. It looks pretty keen. Fucking weird though. Where are we at? It's a wrap. This game looks pretty cool. It's out now. PC, Nintendo Switch. We have seen this before, not for a while, so I kind of forgot about it, to be honest. But it's a puzzle game in which you're the editor of a movie, and you sort of got to change the scenes and stuff so the character, you know, the action character makes it through the scene without dying and stuff. Well, that's a pretty cool idea for a puzzle game.
So it's kind of like what's the puzzle?
The mobile one, the scenes one, or whatever.
One coming in
Framed. No.
Thinking of different ones. Okay. Story keeper or storyteller.
Oh, storyteller. Yeah. No, not really, because it's all like.
Okay, no.
It's like the character auto runs, and then you've got to change where actions happen and stuff. Yeah.
So it's like Lemmings.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
Lemmings cool, with video editing.
Lemmings with video editing. Look pretty cool though. Then when they did their typical VR section, and the game in here, I thought that was worth shouting out that I don't recall seeing before, but there's a game called The Pirate Queen coming out, and Lucy Liu is voicing the character, and she was even in the presentation video done for this. So I think that's the biggest celebrity the future game show's ever had, to be honest. But Lucy Liu she's doing the voice for the character, and she's executive producing the game as well. And it's a true story based on this pirate who they talk about in the video was actually like more ruthless and everything than Blackbeard, but isn't talked about as much because
she's a woman. Sexism in the pirate industry.
Yeah, in the pirate industry. Yeah, that's right. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. You made yourself laugh too much with that one. Tiny Glade. I thought this game looked pretty cool. So this is looks like a pretty chill, relaxing game in which I don't know if there's goals or it's just, you know, just do to your heart's content, but they're just like fucking with shit and making castles. But it just seemed like a very sort of like you could zone out.
Wholesome, yeah.
Yeah, like wholesome. This definitely seemed like a wholesome sort of game.
I've definitely seen this, like the building element of this before. It just looks familiar, like the world, the building, castle shaping. So,
I mean, I don't think there's anything to it. It's just chill out,
build
the castle. I was like, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, why not?
Pacific Drive got a new trailer, so it's going to come out early 2024 now. This is like the most story-focused trailer. Character talking about how you can't go into Olympic exclusion zone because of reasons and monsters. And
wait, the Olympics exclusion zone?
That's what's
You're not allowed to go into the Olympics?
That's right.
It's fair. There's no car events.
Yeah. It's true. Maybe they should add some.
Maybe.
Europa got a trailer. So this game we've seen before, but again, it was another very cool trailer. So this is the game that has a very Studio Ghibli inspired art style. You're exploring this world. I don't think there's like, it sort of reminded me of I know people are going to say like Zelda because you're like going around this big open world or whatever, but it reminded me of I can't remember that free running one that came out at the start of the PS5. We just run around just solving puzzles and exploring the world, and there wasn't really combat or anything. But yeah, very bright and colorful world. Great art style, very vibrant and everything. Lots of great looking creatures and stuff in it. Looks really cool. Very, very sort of chill game. So, this fucking game here. So Wild Country. It starts and you're like, these are some wild animals. What's this game going to be? Anyway, it's suddenly after it
opens with a car filled with raccoons.
Yeah, and you're like, what is this game? What's it going to be? And then it shows them like picking characters, and they change the character and all this sort of stuff. And then they're running around the world, and I'm like, okay, this game looks a bit weird. What is it? Like a third-person action game or something like that? No, it's a grid-based tactical battler combined with a card game. That's right. Didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
Neither. Fucking trailer just sort of comes out of nowhere. Scorn showed up because they announced it's coming to PS5, so it's no longer an Xbox exclusive. One of my favorite games of the show, this one down here. I reckon this is a hashtag Buddy Watson approved game. So Symphonia. Have you seen this one?
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. You're like, so it is a 2D platformer. It's called they pitched it as a musical puzzle platformer, but watching the trailer, it looks very pretty. Lots of fantastic art. Music, of course, being a musical platformer sounds amazing, but it also looks like it's a challenging platformer, or at least there's going to be sections of challenging platformer. There's sections where they're wall jumping, grabbing onto things with spikes and all that sort of stuff. Doesn't look like there's any combat. Looks like it's just focused on platforming and the story and stuff that's happening. I think this looks really, really cool. I think this this is probably, I don't know, I'd say this is my favorite game of the Future Game Show.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks very pretty. Like, evoking like old school animation, kind of like the one that instantly came to mind was Foghorn Leghorn because it's like a bird-like creature, but it feels like that Looney Tunes era of animation.
Really cool. And this was actually a reveal for them. So this hasn't been seen anywhere else before. So very cool. They followed that up with another reveal, which I have no idea how to explain, and I feel like you just have to watch the trailer. But it's called Dome King Cabbage. And the pitch is, they say it's a visual novel set in the world of a monster collecting RPG, is the pitch. I don't get that from the trailer at all. The trailer just looks like a fucking kaleidoscope of weird shit. And weirder shit as it progresses. And I have no idea how it's set in the world of a monster collecting RPG, but sure. And a visual novel? Sure. And whatever. Odd looking game. I'm keen to find out more because it looks so weird, but yeah, very weird.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you just clicked through that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Nothing made any sense.
Correct. Hexen Hunters got announced. So this one looked really cool. RPG set in the 18th century. It's your, I don't know, like it's sort of, what do you call it? Like top-down tactical, action RPG sort of thing or whatever. But you're fighting against fancy creatures, monsters, and all sorts of stuff. Looks like it's you and 3 other characters. Sort of, I don't know, like your typical sort of classes. Looks like one's a magic user and your whatever else. But looks cool. Coming to PC in 2024. Looked very early, like you could tell it's beta-ish, alpha-ish, just because of some elements of it in the trailer. But I'm like, from a pitch perspective, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm down.
It's got an interesting art style. Like, it's as if Darkest Dungeon kind of was 3D.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Hellskate got another trailer. First time I've seen it since Day of the Debs earlier this year. This trailer was more of a proper trailer rather than the Day of Debs one, where it's like sort of explained like, hey, this is how you play the game. And they have like a funny part in it right at the start, which I appreciated, which is when it comes up with like the manual meter like balance thing, and they're like, it pops up and says like, remember these? I was like, it was funny. But yeah, this game, in case you missed it, Day of the Dead, when they announced it, it's a roguelike skateboarding game. So it's like Tony Hawk skateboarding, like that level of skateboarding. And you're like skating around, and I think the idea is you basically got to survive for as long as you can. And the longer you skate around, the more demons come out, and then you're going to try and like beat the demons as well. And then you upgrade your abilities and so on because it's a roguelike. And it looks really cool. There's little characters and stuff they show in this trailer as well. I'm definitely keen for this, I think. No, well, not I think. I'm keen for this. So, Death Ground. So they ended on 2 horror games. So they're definitely making it for... Death Ground got a new trailer. I feel like I've seen trailers for this for years at this point, but it does say that's coming to PC soon, whatever that means. But anyway, this is the first-person survival horror game where you're running around from dinosaurs, trying to not get killed by...
So it's Jurassic Park.
It's Jurassic Park, the game, basically. Yeah. But it looks cool. It looked cool every time I'm seeing it. So I hope it is actually cool. But because every other
the trailer literally ends with the Tyrannosaurus Rex roaring, so I mean...
Yeah, it's Jurassic Park. Then Tormented Souls 2 ended the show, so I don't have any love. I've never played the first one. The first one came out a couple of years ago. I know it got like mostly positive reviews as this sort of throwback to fixed camera angle, like PS1 era, Resident Evil, Silent Hill sort of horror games, and people like that. And now they're doing another one. Same character is returning. Very short teaser trailer. Anyway, reveal for the future game show. So that was kind of cool. That's what they ended the show. So yeah, you can watch the full thing. It's about, I don't know, nearly an hour and a half if you include the pre-show, which I didn't cover here, but cool. Future game show. All right. I don't think I have anything else to talk about this week. That is Gamescom and that is Future Game Show. Everyone's going to maybe other news of note coming out over the next couple of days from Gamescom as stuff's revealed and talked about and whatever else.
Awards and stuff. The
awards and stuff, of course. Again, just to reiterate before I begin wrapping up the show here, there's one other thing I want to mention. But so I'm going to release this tomorrow morning, probably, whenever I just get it up. Friday, yeah. No episode this coming Monday. It's just dropping early.
This is the weekly episode early, yeah.
This is the weekly episode early. I just want to clarify how that's working. It's not a bonus one, it's a weekly, it's done. Dunskies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone knows. Now, other thing I want to say before we move on. Have you noticed something, Ash?
No.
I got a new chair.
Oh.
So, people, a couple weeks ago. Chair review. Coming soon. Set it up yesterday. So I'm on about 24 hours of bum time on this bad boy.
Ooh.
You know?
You've been in it, you sat in it for 24 hours?
Yeah, like I slept in it. You know?
Okay, cool.
I took it to work, worked in it. Just strolled around the store.
You didn't take your car, just rolled.
Yeah, just rolled into work. It's a ergo tune chair.
Super fancy.
Super expensive. However, I feel like I spend enough time sitting in my chair that I was like, if I'm going to buy a new one, yeah, I feel like it has to be an investment in the future, right? So, I think I actually will do a review. I've never done a chair review, obviously. I don't know how long I should give it. Don't know. Might do it.
Break into a new market, furniture.
Why not? Because the thing is, this isn't actually specifically a gaming chair, right?
No, it's like a office chair, I guess.
Yeah. Well, just for anyone who spends a long time like sitting.
Yeah.
Which I do.
It's very customizable, right? That's a
very customizable. The headrest, you can like up, down, the lumbar support, or whatever they call it down here that you can't see, into your spine. You can adjust that from several different parts.
Can see.
That's true. Yeah, everyone listening can just hear me. The armrest, you can change the direction of them and the height as well. The chair, even the I know what you call it, the part your bum sits on, like that part of the chair.
The seat.
The seat, fucking you got me right, didn't you, lad? The seat, you can even move that part forward and in. So you can like sit out further from, like, everything's pretty fucking customizable. So yeah, so if you were like obviously prior to this I had an AK racing chair. It lasted about 5 years, maybe 5 years. Started falling apart. Not getting, like, I felt like I'd worn it out. That said, it got a fair flogging, you know?
What'd you do with it?
I fucking sat hard in that bitch.
I mean, like, literally where is it now?
Oh, it's out there. So I haven't decided what I'm doing with it, but yeah, stay tuned for more on my chair review. Because all this isn't specifically.
Would you call it the arcade chair? Damn.
You fucked it and you can't go back. You fucked it really hard. You did. You had a good bit. Yeah, you had a good bit. You was hook, line, sinker. You sunk.
What you've really done is you've broken the illusion that we're on a couch.
Yeah, I done fucked it all, didn't I? Done fucked it all. All right, let's say your questions about the arcade chair and all those other things discussed, including Gamescom, Future Game Show, GGEs, however you pronounce that. Your opinions on any of that.
About how Zach Jackson's wrong about Broken Sword.
Zach Jackson's wrong about AI art.
Yeah. Can't believe it, Zach.
Well, I want to clarify. I think his opinions on AI art is different. I think for that one particular game. Just want to say.
I'm pretty sure it was just oblivious too. Yeah.
I think he's just
he probably
is what his problem is. I think any any what's that genre? Point and click adventure games.
Yeah.
Any of those? They come along. Suddenly Zach's got the blinders on. Doesn't matter.
Can't see straight. Yeah.
Oh, 8 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. He's handing them out. Ooh. Oh, hit my genre. That and if they put a fucking blue milk, whatever stupid drink in it. Oh, game of the year. Gone, done it now. Shout out to Well Played, eh?
Yep.
Ash said no. He said no, and he said yeah. He said yeah, no. I should end the show. You can, yeah, explosionnetwork.com/Twitter takes you to our X page. Join our Discord, heading to explosionnetwork.com/Discord. If you like this episode and thought it was worth $1, head on over to our Ko-fi page, explosionnetwork.com/support, and buy us a coffee. And see you here, same time. No, actually, no, different time. Normal time. Not next week.
Regular
week
time.
After. Regular time, not next week. Week after.
You got it. We explained it before.
I've explained before. Do you want me to say it again, just in case I didn't? Or should I? Okay, never mind. Goodbye.
We're not going to dump it down for the dummies.